Howdy guys, Nintendo Caprice on here, and in the last episode we unlocked the elevator to the pathway to Agon. Not necessarily to Agon itself, because we'll still have some stuff to do before we get there. And not surprising at all is the fact that this is actually going to take us to part of the temple grounds we've already been to, which is frustrating because you think, well shit, why is it taking me here? I've already been here. But what you don't realize is that last time you were here, you didn't have certain things on you. You didn't have certain power-ups or abilities that you might have the second time around, which means that maybe it's not so bad to go back to the same area again. Open your eyes, Mr. LaRusso. Last time you weren't fighting this! Oh boy, they're about to get infected, so try to take out as many as you can before that happens. Or better yet, just ignore them. Ugh. Say screw them. Can somebody drop some missiles here? Yeah, thank you. It's just what I was looking for, because I'm about to hit this door up. And I don't want to be out of zero. Ah, check it out. Oh, I wanted to scan it, but I'm too slow. I tried to pull back away, but it was too late. Fortunately, there was like no lag on this at all, so... no lag like on DK64, so that's good. Anytime you see like these barred cage-like bars in a... in an archway over the door, it usually means that door goes back to the temple. But the thing that's tricky to remember is, like, when you walk out of a door and into a new area, your first instinct is not to turn around and look back and see what that door looks like from the other side. So when you're trying to go back to an area that you've already been to, you don't know which door leads there, because you don't know what the surroundings of that door look like, because you didn't look at it after you walked through it, because you were facing the other way, naturally. So that makes it harder to remember sometimes, like where you are or where you need to be. It's just because you've already been somewhere doesn't mean you're going to know how to get back there. So, wow. Bam, you're dead, and I didn't even have to lock onto you. See, last time we didn't have this. So last time we couldn't go through this door, but now we can, so it all kind of starts to make sense now. And we gotta love these curtains. I don't know, I love it. It's so cool. Yeah? J from E's Testament, let's hear it. Their army swells, beasts and rogue machines join the ranks of the Horde, all eager to bring death to the Luminoth. The Ing sent these new additions to the industrial side to do battle with me, while they watch from safety. Cowardly mongrels! My only regret in death is that I did not live to see the day of their defeat. May it come soon. Indeed, may it. Maybe I can do something about that. Let's see, I want to make sure we don't miss anything here. This is a nice little area, though. No, we've already got those. These things are everywhere. At least for a while. I guess they're kind of like the substitute for the zoomers in this particular game. You got that already. One thing that's a little easy to miss, actually, is over here. Whoosh! Missile expansion, indeed. Definitely can't complain about getting a few extra of those. Especially early in the game when it matters so much. There's also a lore over here. Our heritage. Let's have a look. Our search for a home took us through the cosmos. For many a great cycle we roamed, yet a place to call our own eluded us. In time, we began to despair, feeling searchless in vain. We considered remaining among the stars until Scott returned, with news of a world unlike any other. When we beheld Aether for the first time, so great was her beauty that we forsook the stars forever to live among her surface. From that day forth, the Luminoth were of Aether, our blessed paradise. Indeed. So that's how the story starts. They found the planet, and now they're pretty much living there. And everything is good. But just after this is where the story starts to get a little out of whack. When you get the next upgrade to your translator module and you start unlocking the orange parts of the story, which happen much later than the purple ones. It's just that I don't really know where all the purple ones are, and I would think some of them, like there's one on the way to the second area, it's kind of like out of the way. So that would naturally be earlier in the timeline, I think. I'm not sure if that's what they were going for on the GameCube version. They did fix that on the Wii version, I think I said that already, but... Mamma mia. Oh my god, what is this? Arbiter's Grounds? Are these bugs gonna jump all over me? Jeez. Grass. Why not? We scanned everything else in this frickin' place. Grass. Seriously. Grass! Oh my god. Here we go, guys. Agon Wastes. Welcome to it. There's lightning, there's How could there be lightning in a desert? Well, I guess I can see that. Sand just doesn't strike me as something that's particularly conducive to electricity, or conductive to electricity, or whatever you want to say. Hello, what do we got here? Let's see, sand digger. Sand digger. So he digs through the sand, basically. First you shoot his head, and then you charge up your shot, and go to the other end and shoot his butt. And I think that does it. Now he's a dead sand digger. Well, that was fun. Well, this deputy would rather be under the covers at home with the sheriff. Shave point, what do you know? How long has this episode been? Oh no, we just got here. Man, we just got started here. We ain't even about to quit this episode yet. Ooh. Man, I was watching some of my old Metroid Prime LP, Metroid Prime 1, for some reason. Someone told me I sounded more confident in that LP than I do lately. And it was totally true, too, actually. I kind of noticed it. But, one thing I noticed about the Metroid Prime LP is that I said in the bathroom so much back then. Like, oh my, it was like 2 times an episode, practically. I was in there like, in the bathroom, ding, and just over and over again. Most of the time, whatever I said before, it had nothing to do with it. But, I don't even know, man. It's crazy, man. So we got another orange lure over here that we can't scan. You know, in the bathroom! See, it just doesn't work, you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess sort of it does, but man. I don't know, it's sort of funny when you're not expecting it. It was funny when I said it on my tapes, but now it's not. Jeez. It's completely killed it. Like there was anything to even kill. Then again, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Maybe I was on to something, I don't know. Man. Yeah, I gotta watch for these guys. They like to fly circle. Ooh, what do we got here? What is this thing, anyway? Solar lens modified for use as part of Illuminat's sonic security system. Wow. Did we already scan? Yeah, I think we already scanned those. At least it looks like it when they're flying in front. I don't see no green or red or blue there. I see green. And then again, I don't know. I don't see much of anything. It looked more orange, actually, than green. But whatever. One of my other favorite mini-games to play in this is see how far away you can shoot a door from. And that's a lot easier with the free aiming on the Wii than it is here, but you can still get some pretty good shots. And we have Space Pirates. So, one charge shot, and then just finish them off with a few good little regular shots, and you're good. These guys don't move around much either, so you know, once you find one, you pretty much got him. Oh, I keep thinking I can jump twice, and I can't. Okay. Well, that was easy. Those guys don't get much worse until... Well, they get worse, but not anytime soon, no need to worry. These guys are invulnerable to anything besides missiles. Brisky, venomous insectoid. That's right, but you can shoot them all day long, and pretty much nothing will happen. So you hit them with a missile, knocks off their stinger, and then... And they're pretty much helpless, and you can do whatever you want. Just have your way with them. Actually, I'd rather not. It's always so weird before you get the space jumps, just wondering how much you could really jump to. There's another one. Good thing we got that second missile expansion. How about that? So we'll make more bridges here. Yeah, and the thing is that normally, like when you're headed for a temple, which I am right now, you normally look for like a really epic door that leads to the temple. And in this room, you would think it would be this door up here. There ends up being a door up here later. But it turns out that's not the door that leads to the temple like you think it would be. It's actually this door over here. And once you learn that, then it's like, okay, it makes more sense. But, or at least once you learn that, then you learn how to get to the temple easier, and it doesn't take as much time wandering around. Is this the room that leads to it? Those were shriek bats up there. Guess I could have scanned them, but I didn't. What do we got here? This is a nice big room. It's basically the last room before the temple, but... Oh, crap. What is it? New creatures entry. This is the Alpha Sand Digger, large tunneling. Yeah, the thing about this game is, and you know, it's hard to imagine. Wow, that came pretty quick. I thought that was going to take longer. I thought it was like you'd have to do a certain amount of damage before this happened. Yeah, now make sure you scan it again after this happens, because now he's a totally different monster. And he counts as a totally different scan. This is the Bomb Guardian, and holy crap. Not exactly the hardest Guardian out there. Just gotta get around to his tail and shoot. If you can get a charge shot off, that's good, but it's usually not worth the risk. Oh man. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, strafing helps to get around to that tail. But, it can be pretty tough. So you can pretty much hold any button down you want. So yeah, you can strafe while you're charging, which is a smooth, easy way to go about things. So make sure you get his head really fast, or else he'll throw out a shit ton of bombs, and then you're in all kinds of trouble. Yeah, when he gets up against the side like this with his tail to the wall, that's when it gets really annoying. It's like really hard to get back there and hit him. But once you do, make sure you lock onto that head and get that shot in, because otherwise you're going to be sitting here all day. Don't worry about the bombs. They're stationary targets. If they hit you, well, they hit you. It's not a big deal. They don't do enough damage for it to matter. But it is possible to sidestep into them by mistake when you can't see them. So, there we go. Piece of cake, baby. I love this sky shot where the dancing dark pixels prepare to drop your item in. It's like the last little bit of prelude to the explosion. The explosion of grace. Morph Ball Bomb. Morph Ball Bomb acquired. Now it's time to kick some ass. Yes, indeed. Well, let's go ahead and get these. Structural analysis complete. Object is composed of a telluric alloy. If you see that, it pretty much means that you bomb it. Not a huge deal. I can't remember which side of this I'm on. Looks like I need to go this way. Looks like I need to go this way. Good lord, don't even make me explain. Oh, I need to tell that story that I was talking about back in, like, episode 2. It's not a good story, though. That's why it is. It's just that, you know, people like my stories for some reason on here. And so every time I think of one that I haven't told yet, I always, like, want to write it down so I remember to tell it later. But these stories have, like, no purpose, no meaning. It's just sometimes I think about them, and I think about how pathetic some of them are, and some of the stuff in them, and just all that jazz, and, oh, Jesus Christ, what is this? What, I didn't scan... Oh, I didn't scan this in Umos' room, did I? This is the same thing as what we saw in Umos' room. I needed to scan him as well. It's the energy controller, which pretty much regulates the energy on the planet. As you may have seen already, the energy's been stolen, so there's no light in the container here. It looks like an awfully fragile container to hold light. Huh. Doesn't seem like a light would really do much. Well, light can't do any damage anyway, so what the hell. Actually, I don't know. You may want to reconsider that. Anyway, here's a holographic message left by that dead Luminoth we just scanned. I always thought of this one as a girl. I don't know, maybe the name or something. Like, I am Keisha. No, just Isha, sorry. Very well, tell me what I need to know. Trying to think of when I started this episode. Well, yeah, that's right, we weren't even in Agon yet. So to have come this far actually is pretty good. So here he's pretty much showing us what we, you know... It's pretty much showing us the dealio of what's about to happen here. We're going to need to go to Dark Aether and to the Dark Temple to steal the light and bring it back to the light world. Just like Link to the Past, pretty much, except you're not taking things from one world to the other than your items. But the hitch is that you're going to have to find 3 keys in the Dark World to even get into the Dark Temple. And once you get in the temple, it's not a big deal. It's just the boss, and then, you know, get the energy and go. But still, it's confusing sometimes because you have to go to the Light Temple to get the upgrade a transfer module, then you have to go to the Dark Temple to get the energy, then you gotta go back to the Light Temple to put the energy back, so you actually have to come to the Light Temple twice for each one of these 3 areas, and that's, you know, mildly annoying, but, I mean, I guess it could always be worse. It's actually a Sue. No, it's not here. It's actually a Sue, and it must be a boy. Wait. It's under one of these walls here. Actually, it's probably over here. Yeah, I believe we got it. Yes! Let's see, this is an Amber lore, which means it's going to be later in the story. It's like Chapter 2 here. Well, I'll read it anyway, because it's here. Aether's planetary energy supply reached a critical stage. If left unchecked, the energy would expire, bringing an end to the world. Our greatest minds devised a way to preserve and regulate the remaining planetary energy, the energy controllers, which we just saw. So I guess that's not too bad. I mean, obviously the planet has energy and had it when they came here as well. Where's the door? Here it is. Anyway, guys, so we've gone to the temple, we've gotten our amber thing upgraded. So next time on Metroid Prime, I guess we'll go around and start scanning some amber stuff and see if we can open some new doors and find some new areas and do some new things. So, see you then. Goodbye.